highlight the path which has got that critical activities or where the slack is zero. You have to just identify the activities which have got the slack as zero. Okay, so that is what now. So let me take some other color. Okay, so activity A to B. So these two have got slack zero. Okay, so I have highlighted that one. Next, from B to E, again, there is a slack zero. So wherever slack is zero, I'm highlighting that one. So A has got slack zero, B has got slack zero, E has got slack zero, and after E, you have slack zero at G. And after G, the slack is zero at I. Okay. Now, if you see the critical path, so critical path, very important path, a crucial path in our activities A to B, B to E, E to G to I. So the duration is going to be 15 days, okay, 15 days or hours or something. Now, suppose if anything happens in activity A or anything happens in activity B or anything happens in activity G, I. So these activities will lead to delay. If you make any delay in these activities, the project will get delayed. So you have to give utmost priority to these activities. Okay? So now for plotting this network, so for plotting this network in a Gantt chart in a Tableau, you should have start date. Suppose if you are assuming that start date is 1/1/2025, it takes 2 days. That means first and second. It can complete by second 1/2025. Okay. For Excel, you don't need these things. Okay. By seeing this, you'll be able to do that in Excel. But if you want to do that in Tableau, you should definitely plot this one. So after A, that means A will be completed by second. So you'll be starting at third. So third 1/2025, you are starting activity B, and third 1/2025, you'll be starting. As it takes only 1 day, you'll be your completion day is also that day only. So 0/1/2/25. Okay. So just 1 day. Third, completely you will be doing that one. And coming to activity B, so you'll be doing 3, 4, 5. So your completion day is going to be 5/1/2025. Okay. After completion of D, you will be starting D. Okay. So D will be starting at 6. Okay. So as you are completing activity at 5, you'll be starting next activity at 6th only. And it will take 2 days. That means 6th and 7th. So 7th is going to be ending day for this one. Okay. So coming to activity E, you should be completing both B and C. Now, if you see between these two, which is taking maximum part? So this is ending of B. This is ending of C. So as B is taking maximum duration, you have to take completion time of B as 5th, and your E activity will be starting only on 6th. So 6/1/2025, and it will take 3 days. That means 6th, 7th, 8th. So 8th will be completion day for this activity, 8/1/2025. And coming to F activity, so F activity can start after C. So if you see C can be completed at third, you will be able to start this activity on 4/1/25. So and it will take only 1 day. That means that day itself you will be able to complete 4/1/25. Okay, so fourth starting, the same fourth ending. If you want to start activity G, you have to complete either D and E. So if you see D and E, so D is complete. D can be completed on 7. E will be completed on 8. Between these two, 8 is the maximum duration. So 8 should be the prior day of starting of G. Means when can we start this activity? 9/1/2025 is going to be starting day of this one. Okay. So it will take 3 days for the completion. So 9, 10, 11. So 11th of January, you'll be able to complete this activity. And if you want to start H, you have to complete F. And F will be completed on the 4th date itself. So you can start at 5th. 5th, 1st, 2025. It will take 2 days. That means 5th and 6th. So 5th and 6th is the completion day of this one. And the next activity, I should be starting after completion of G and H. If you see these 2 days, G and H, So definitely G is taking the maximum duration. So 11th it will be completing. So you can start on the next day of 11th, that is 12/1/2025. It will take 4 days. So from 12, 13, 14, 15. So you will be able to complete all activities within that one. If you see the starting day of the activity, my starting day of the activity is this one. Okay, so my starting day is first. Okay, and my ending day is 15. Okay, so that shows my total 15 days are scheduled in this fashion. So this is what required if you are doing plotting that in a Tableau. If it is a normal Excel, it is quite easy. You can just assume as you are usually you're not mentioning these two things in your Excel sheet. Suppose if you want to mention along with the dates, you have to give like that. Okay. But otherwise, usually what happens is you will be completing your Excel dashboard using these three only. So using these three only. Okay. So now, guys, hope you understand how to have added dates. Is is it fine with anyone or anyone has got any doubt? Is it fine with everyone or anyone has got doubts?
Fine, sir.
Is it fine or in? Okay. Anyhow, as this is recorded, you'll have an idea how to just go about this. So now I need to take this for my Gantt chart plotting. Okay, so first I have to create an Excel sheet for creating the dates. Yes, I'm just taking this one. I take okay, this is for my value and I'm taking this also for my reference to check whether I'm going correctly or not. Okay, so first I have to create the database for that. So I'm taking activity, I'm typing the word and what is precedence and what is duration and start date and end date. Okay. So activity A, I can simply, so that's why if the students who are comfortable plotting manual network, so can create this sort of figure, which is quite useful for creating Gantt chart tableaus. Okay, even if uh, how to create a database on our own. Start date, end date, even if that has not been provided by the examiner, you'll be able to create a database like this. Okay. So A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, and precedence. There is no precedence for this. This is A, this is A. So for this is B, this is B, comma C. For F, it is C. For G, it is D and E for F. This one. So G, comma H. Okay. The duration is 2 days, 3 days, 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, uh, 1 day again, 3 days, 2 days, 4 days. And starting date, it is 1/1/2025. Okay, so it will be completing on 2/1/2025. Okay, so here it is 3/1/2025 and it will take 3 days. So 5/1/2025. Okay, so next it is 3/1/2025 and it is it's within 1 day if it is completing. So 3/1/2025. And activity D will start on 6/1/2025 and it will complete on 7/1/2025. So next activity E will start on 6/1/2025 and it will complete on 8/1/2025. So F active will be starting on 4/1/2025 and it will be completing on 1 day, that is 4/1/2025. So G activity will start on 9/1/2025 and it will be completed and 1/1/2025 will take 4 days, so it will be 6/51/2025. So this is what the database creation. Suppose even if you don't have a database, okay, so you can use this, but I'm not sure whether. Suhas, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Now I can hear you.
Yeah, so not only in phone, I think you can see my screen also, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah, so that so I hope you have seen how I have created this sheet, right? So I have done all the activities here. So by using these two, I have copied this sheet and I've gone to a separate sheet. I hope you can see this, right?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yeah, is it good to go? Can I just open my Tableau thing now? Because I need to use this. And first I have to save this. Okay. I'm saving this as something can something. Okay. So now if I start Tableau, see 2025. Okay. This is what I should. Okay. So now I'm just going to some file. So this Gantt. So this is what just now I've created. So I've taken that one. So maybe initially, if I just see what I can say, there are two sheets, sheet one and sheet two. These are the two sheets present in my Excel file. I'm not sure whether I'll be able to get this. If I just pick this one, you can see start date, duration, end date. Okay, so now it has taken. And as these things are starting, activity starts with A, it has given the first preference for that. The first column has been given for that. So second column has been given for end date because it starts with alphabet E. So third is precedence. So it starts with P. It has given the third column for that. So fourth column has been given as to, and as it is a numeric variable, it has aligned it into the next one. First, it has given all alphabets. Next, it has given the duration thing. Okay. Maybe I can use this, but I seriously feel I'll be able to, it is better to take this one to see these values. The same thing, but this is exactly different. Okay. So I'm just going to my normal sheet. I'm closing this and going to my normal sheet for plotting. Okay, so I think I'm not selected that in data source. So once I click that one, it has taken this as this is what my basic data sheet. Okay, so when I go to these values, now you can see for plotting any this one, I have to select activity, duration, and start date. Okay, so once I select these three things, I've got highlighted in this value, this thing, this value, this, but my Gantt chart is not getting highlighted. Maybe I can see this also. But Gantt chart is not getting highlighted because my start date is just a normal string variable. Okay, so if I just see the string variable, it is normal string variable. Because of that, I'm not able to see this one. If I try to change my start date to, okay, so what I have to do is I have to change data type. I have to change it to date. Okay. Now, if I try to take, now you can see a calendar symbol has come here. So this is indication that I can use this field my Gantt chart. So if I try to select activity and duration. So now you can see. Okay, so now there is a pause. Now I can see this one. So once I click this, I've got this. Usually I'll be getting this one because I'm using here a date. I'm just using here a year. Because of that, I'll be getting like this. Okay. So click this, I'll be getting in quarters. So I don't want quarters. So if I click once again, I'll be getting in months. So this is also not required for me. So I'll be using this day-to-day activities. Okay. So this is what weekly related, but I want to have in a daily things, right? So that's why I've made like this one. Okay. Now, if I see this, I think it has taken it as this. I should be giving that in a PMY manner because it is a MDY manner. I think it has when it has taken 1st January, February, something like that. Okay. So what I can do is maybe I can change the start date and end date. So if I just make this as MDY format, this is what my 1/1/2025. So maybe 1/2/2025. Okay. So here it is. So 3 it will start. 1/3/2025. Okay. So this is 0/05/2025. So then again it is 2025. So it will be completing only on that day. So 1/3/2025. Okay. So next it will start on this 1/6/2025 and 1/7/2025. So it will start on 6th. So 1/6/2025 to 1/8/2025. Okay, so here it will start at 4th and end at 4th. So 1/4/2025, 1/4/2025. So it will start at 9th. So 1/9/2025, 1/11/2025. So it starts on 5th, 1/5/2025. So 1/6/2025. So it will start on 1/12/2025. So 1/15/2025. Okay, so maybe we'll see whether this will be taken care. Okay, I'm saving this now and I'll use a new one. Okay, as this is not giving me the correct output, I'm changing into Tableau workbook. Scan, which is a new one. So I'm going to take my sheet 2. So in sheet 2 again, I have to make sure that so this will be changed. So I have to change the date type to date. Okay. So now activity, start date, duration. I use this has given me year, quarter, month. Okay, so week. So this is somewhat. I think I've got daily. So I'll be making this entire view and I'll be taking my activity to here. So if I just take activity here, it has taken activity A, B, C, something. So what I can do is I can change this position instead of automatic, I can make a center and in between. So I've taken this to in between and I'll use activity to color so that different colors can be seen. So now you can see A, B, maybe E, G, I. So these are the critical activities because C can be extended up to some point. Okay, so F can be extended up to some point. G, H can be extended up to some point. So these 3 activities can be extended, but can be extended or delayed. But A, B, E, G, I. So these activities I cannot extend. Okay, so if I just take this also to label also here. So this is how we'll be creating a Gantt chart. Is that clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
Now you can see and it will take 2 days. So this starts at 3rd Jan and B takes 3 days and C takes only 1 day. Okay, so the duration, this takes 1 day, this takes 1 day, H takes 2 days, D takes days, E takes 3 days. So this one, if you want to make changes here, so that also can be done. So I have given a random figure. It is like that. You can have maybe you can practice with multiple uh, dates and different activities so that you can get this output. Fine. If it is fine, I'll go to the next topic, or anyone has got any doubt. Because the dates you have to define, either you can start with normal definition. If it is not giving the correct output like this, you need to change to MDV format, because initially I defined DMI format, it has not given. So I've changed that to MDY format. So that is also you have to take care. Okay. So fine. If it is fine, I'll move to the next topic. Like someone, the next topic is, what is the next topic? So Gantt chart representation, the if conditions using colors. Okay. Suppose. Okay. Right. Now this is completely plain. Okay. Now I need to identify these things condition. Okay. Guys, I hope this is what the doubt which you have got. Is it okay? You need to hide it either Zahir completely, or Vinay completely, or Shashidhar or Omkar completely. I hope that is what you have asked me, like nested if something. Because if here,
Yes,
if you
sir.
use a conditional formatting here, it straight away gives something, highlight color which are greater than something, less than something, it highlight this one. But if you want to highlight the total line, definitely this will not be working out. So for that, what I have to do is I have to highlight the total content which I need to show in a colorful manner. Just go to condition formatting, use a new rule. Okay, I'm creating a new rule, and I'm feeling that, okay, so first I'll try to define the rule. Suppose in this case, I'll try to find out what is minimum and what is maximum. Okay, so for finding minimum, I'll use minimum of these things. Okay, it is 400. Maximum of these things, so 800. That means I can divide my data from 400 to 500, one color, 500 to 600, one color, 600 to 700, one color, 700 to 800, one color, 800 to 900, one color. So this is what I'm see here. Maybe I want yellow color here. I want a green color here. I want a blue color here. Maybe orange color. Okay. Suppose if I want to highlight the total colors in this format, but as I fixed these values, this will not change. After completion of this, I'll give a rand between with the same values. You'll be able to see what I'm going to do. So this is what the range. So if the range is here, I have to see, I have to give that color. So depending upon the range of values, I have to show the color in which it is presenting. So I'm taking this completely. Okay. Okay. Maybe that is one. Apart from this, if it is less than 500, use red. If it is greater than 800, use green. Suppose if the maximum value is this one. So less than 500, I'm just selecting everything here. New rule. So in this new farm to determine which cell which has to be changed. So here, this is equal to my value is P5. So taking the P5, if it is less than 400, that should be, if it is less than 400, that should be formatted in red. Okay, so I not you see why it is not, why it will not happen. Suppose if I click that one, so okay, I'm not in here because I have not highlighted a particular cell here. So in this case, if I go to my Yeah, I think again there is a problem with the connectivity, right? Guys,
Yes,
can
sir.
you see my
Yes, sir.
screen
Now,
now?
yes, sir. Now you're audible.
Now, yeah, so now I'm audible. And you see, as none of this is less than 500, so less than 400, nothing has been happened here. Suppose if I make this 500, because that is what I wanted to tell. So between 400 and 500 is red, or less than 500, make it red. That one, if I just apply everything what highlighted, because I've made a mistake. That mistake is I have fixed both my column and row. So that should not be done. Only I have to do with this row thing. Okay, so only that has to be fixed. If I just click this and apply, now you can see only these three are. My intention is anything is less than 500, make it in red color. Okay, so now I think I've got the right output. Yes, this read. Okay, so now this is less than 500. So Zahir completely highlighted. This 492 is less than 500, it got highlighted. So 479 is less than 500, it got highlighted. So less than or greater than conditions are quite simple and quite easy to make this one. But the only problem comes with the multiple conditions. So that is what we are going to see now. Okay, so now I'm going to use this, give a new rule. So now I try to find out more than 800. So this is equal to, so this value, this I have to find out. And is it, oh no, if this value is greater than 800, make it in green color. So just identify that value and make everything in green color. Okay, so if you see here, again, it has not got that value because I've not selected the total value. I've selected everything and I'm going to continue formatting. I'm going to manage rule. So this is the new rule which I have defined. So edit. So if this is greater than 800, format and go to this one. Okay, so just format and okay and click OK. So now if I just try to apply, this has to be right? It has not taken again. Yes, I think I've deleted one row which has confused the total thing. I'm deleting that rule and going to that one. So manage that rule. So delete this rule completely. So now, yeah. So a new rule. So go to this particular value. So select this value. If this is equal to this one greater than 800, format. It's 5 only. Yeah, so now it has got, because in between I've deleted that B column, because of that it got confused and it did not recognize that correctly. So now if you see, my only one value which is more than 800 got highlighted in 870 in green color. Now the challenge comes. So if I want to identify in between 500 and 600, 600 and 700, for that I get some challenge. So that is what my next one. Go to this one, new rule. So here this equal to and, so just and by 05. So this particular value, so as I need this value, this 05 should be greater than 500, comma, the same 05 value should be less than 600. So if this is the case, you format that into yellow color. This is what my expectation now. And I'm using that value. So again, I did not get correctly because I'm not selected completely. So if I select this one completely, and so manage rules, yes, the rule itself is not there. Okay, so go to new rule. So just go to that one. So this is equal to and. So take this particular value. If O5 is greater than 5, this O5 is less than 600, format that in total yellow color. Okay, so format that in yellow color apply. So now you can see where exactly my 500 to 600. So this is in 500, 600. So 500 to 600, 500 to 600. So the remaining are not coming to this lot, so it has not highlighted. So this is done, this is done, this is done, this is done, this is done. So 600 to 700 I have to create. For that, select the total content. So go to conditional formatting, add a new rule, give a condition formatting here. So this is equal to, and the key element which is this one. So this should be greater than 600, comma. Again, select the key cell. This should be less than 700. So close the bracket. I want this to be formatted in orange color. So use orange color format. So click that one and apply OK. So it has not given something. Okay, so I have not given 5. O5 is the thing which has to be given. So that O5 is less than 600, 700. What is happening here? $O5. This is equal to and greater than something.
Sir, and O5, you didn't mention 5 for less than 600.
Okay, 5, yes, O5 greater than O. Okay, let's select this from here only. So 5 should be greater than 600, comma. This should be less than 700. I think we are in that thing only, right? That in that only. Format this one. So click OK. So now 600 to 700 got highlighted. Okay, 600 has been left out because I have in the previous case I have mentioned greater than 600. In this case I have mentioned less than 600. So 600 will be kept like that. If you want to redefine that, either you can make 600 to this slot or orange slot. So less than or greater than equal to you have mentioned. And the last one which is left out is the blue color 700 to 800. So select this one, a new room, and take this one. So this is equal to and or O5. So again, I have to give 5. If it is greater than 700, if this 5 is less than 800, format that in blue color. This is what a blue color which you have to mention. Okay, so this is how you can mention either 600, either you can include that in yellow color or orange color. Suppose if you want to manage any specific rule, so here you said greater than 600, right? So you can edit that one instead of this greater than. If you use your is equal to, it should be changing. Otherwise, we have to select the total table and do that. So now 600 has been mentioned here. Suppose instead of that here, as now it is something like that. So I don't want anything here. So I'm deleting this. And this, if I change some value, so this is equal to a rand between 400, 900. Okay, so now you see whatever the change which I do here. So dynamically it is changing. So all are coming like this. So if I just compute this one. So whatever the changes which I have mentioned, even minimum, maximum changing, according to that, your total values are getting changed. Okay. So this is how you can do the total coloring of row and column. Is that clear? Rows I have done. You can do. So here, if we see this one in manage rules, if I want to edit something here, so as $O5, instead of that, if I use $5 something, your columns will be changed based on that. Your total column will get changed. Okay, you can just practice at your end. If you have any doubt, that we'll see maybe on Monday. Okay, so now I think form controls, how to connect everything in an Excel dashboard. So do you have patience to stay for 4 more minutes, or can we see this on Monday?
We'll stay, sir.
Okay, so if you are staying,
Recording in progress.
So perform controls. Suppose if this now there is only 3 or 4 minutes left over. Suppose if this gets disconnected, can we rejoin the same link? So as I think we can rejoin the same link, I think, right?
Let's see, sir. Like, if it is not possible, we'll create one more, sir.
Okay, fine. So because if you want to create a dashboard and link up everything, it takes minimum 10 to 15 minutes. Though you are okay, because as someone mentioned, form controls offset, so definitely it will take some time. So that's why maybe we can join with the same link, or we can join in with some other link. Okay, so now
Sir, I'll share you
suppose
the
if
new
I
link,
just
sir.
take anything is fine. Okay, suppose I'm
Yes,
just
sir. I'll
taking
share
a
you the new link.
superstore dash. Yeah. So suppose there is a superstore thing where it is at city, state, XYZ something. We'll take this for creating a simple dashboard. Okay. So taking this thing, you are quite okay. I'm not saving that one. So here um, this. Okay, yes. So there is there is some database which is called a sales superstore something. So it has got different segments. If you see this, you use Control T, you will be able to create something. You can see how many segments are there. There are three segments. If you see how many countries, I think only one country. Cities, you got a very big list of countries. States, definitely it will be more. Region, there are 4 regions: Central, East, South, West. Okay, so product ID category, I think you have got only 3 categories. So subcategory, maybe some 8 to 10 categories are there. Product name, you have got a number of product categories. So sales, everything. Suppose if you are creating a dashboard with using